All right, dude. Your record.
Best show ever.
Best record ever. Dude!
Yeah, man. Oh, I lost it.
You lost your cape. Here, I will help you with the cape. You got the cape?
Yeah. We're good.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what more to do.
What more could you do?
What more can I do than that? 12-2.
Okay,
this isn't gonna make it.
I know it's not gonna make it. But you saw the cape. Last week, Carl went 11-3.
11-3.
That's right. And so he's got the hat. We had to crown him king. And so we said last week, I think I said on the show, I said, well, if you do as good as that or better, we're going to bring a cape.
Bring in the cape.
So he's got the cape now, too. 12-2, dude. How do you do that?
Listen, I fixed the algorithm, number one. But number two, this is the biggest question of all. We're on a roll.
Yeah, we're definitely on a roll.
Okay.
We're definitely on a roll.
What I don't understand is, if you haven't watched our picks yet, why not? Okay. If you're watching our show, I'm 23 and 5.
Yeah, 5 over the past 2 weeks.
I can't do math for the past 2 weeks. It's such an unheard of number.
It is an unheard of number.
Why have you not told everybody you know about our picks?
See, what I'm seriously afraid of here, I'm dead serious when I say this, because he's got this algorithm worked out. Mm-hmm. I'm afraid he's going to be kidnapped.
Yeah, give us the algorithm.
It's going to be ransomware.
Give us the algorithm.
The ransomware is that for Bitcoin. It's for the algorithm.
Listen,
is what we want.
I see these guys, right? Look, our picks are out there. Back up. Watch the last two shows. Watch the whole season.
Every week we do this.
I'm telling you.
Dude.
We're on fire.
Absolutely good. Okay.
We had some heartbreakers last week.
We did. You got King Carl here. You got Doug. I'm just carrying the train, of your road. We are back. Fire and Brimm Sports. It's week 11, and we're going to have fun at this week's show, man.
I'm ready to go.
Oh, you're ready. I know you're ready to go.
Right?
I know you're ready to go. Okay, let's talk about those records. I mean, dude, I just don't see how you go 12-2 against the spread. I was thinking about this. Folks that went straight up, I don't think you go 12-2 straight up. Because there were enough of the underdogs got beat at one, right?
Several pick'em pools. Okay, 12-2 last week was fun.
It's ridiculous.
Stop right now. Just hit pause. Call a buddy. Forward to a buddy. Tell a friend right now, guys. Just look, watch the show. Their picks spot on, week in, week out. I mean that. What do we got to do? What
can you do? Alex.
Look. Alex come out strong, showing 10-4. It's not. I was 11-3 last week, 12-2. I mean, you're getting there. That's pretty strong.
You're in the ballpark.
Listen, but amongst everybody, he was the king again.
He was
the top.
He was number 2.
Oh yeah. So that's the first time I think we've seen that where he would have been back on the board.
Okay, I stunk it up a little bit last week, but you know what?
Listen,
I'm still above 500.
You're above 500 for the season.
I'm still above 500.
Guys, what do you want? This is the show you should be watching. You paying for picks? What?
I got to skewer the Chargers for, making the Kool-Aid pick very good. Or is it the Vikings? Got to give the Vikings credit.
Look, the Vikings, they're my nemesis.
They are the nemesis,
I go with them, and they fall apart. I go against them. I can't figure them out.
I can't figure them out either. I mean, that was an excellent win. You take on a team like the Chargers, but then they take on some, a team, some other team and just completely blow it.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I don't get those, but yeah.
6-3-1 on the year. Doug, you're 60% on the Kool-Aid pick.
On the Kool-Aid
60% on his lock pick.
We're back on the Kool-Aid.
The theme for the show is, what do you want? Delivering the winners, entertainment. I mean, what do you want?
And I tell you what, it was rough last week.
Yeah, it was.
There were only 2 other folks that were above 500. And we got All Out Broncos, 1858. He's on the board this week.
Let's go. All Out Broncos. Let's go.
Nice job. But
sorry, I took Philly last week.
I know.
Sorry about that.
But it just falls off from there. I mean, the past 2 weeks have been some of the toughest I can remember. I mean, with all of the underdogs winning, well, I mean, for a normal person.
Fix the algorithm.
But you like it. You like it when it's stuff like that.
This is a serious handicapping show. Okay.
I'm serious
We
about
deliver
somebody getting
winners.
you with the algorithm.
Right.
They're going to
Yeah.
get you. That's
All
what they're going to do. All right, and then the records just keep. I mean, they keep getting. It's harder.
It
man.
was a tough week. It's a tough week for
It is.
everybody across the board. You've really
It
got to
is.
be locked in, and that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help. I'm not here to put anybody down. I'm here to help. I'm here to show you the path to winners. That's the only reason we're here. The two of us are here.
All right.
It's the only reason you
This
keep me
one-
around. You'd have shuttled me out the door a long time ago if I wasn't bringing in winners. That's the only reason you keep me around. I know.
This one hurts.
I had one job.
This one hurts an absolute ton. This one hurts so bad.
Yeah.
Now we had
My
a
friend thanks you,
conversation.
by the way.
Yeah, does he?
Yes.
We had a conversation. This was like Sunday morning. We had a conversation, and we found out Saturday that
Yeah.
Big Ben was out on COVID, right?
Yeah.
And so we said, "Well, do you change it?" And I said, "No. It's we roll the tape, man. You know when we record the show, usually on a Wednesday, sometimes on Thursday, it's with our best information that we have.
Yeah.
You know-
So we try to keep updated on injuries.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we really
Absolutely.
do. We've got the same information everybody has. But yeah, that was a tough one late in the week. But I'm gonna be honest. There was no way I would have backed off.
No, there was no way.
Pittsburgh.
It was still Pittsburgh over.
yeah, I
I mean,
would've not-
You know, here's
no
the
chance.
thing. If I didn't pick Pittsburgh, I probably would have taken Tampa Bay, who lost to Washington, or some other one like that.
Yeah, I mean it was a tough week.
It was
Right? Yeah.
another tough
For the
week.
survivor pool. So
And then what was another tough week, except for you, of course.
hey, I'm locked in.
The
And that-
3-team parlay, dude. 2 weeks in a row.
2 weeks in a row, 3-team parlay. Again, I mean, what do you guys want? What do you want?
We want winners.
Maybe we just need to hey, all right, we stop before we give the picks. We stop.
Absolutely.
Everybody enter your access code for
Yeah,
$9.99 to go
yeah.
further. Right now, just kidding. But look,
Renesha Brown, though,
hey,
did get the
Renisha,
3-team parlay.
nice pick.
Nice job.
Nice job with that
But you can
three-teamer.
tell that's tough, dude.
Yeah.
That is as tough as it gets. That 3-team parlay.
2 weeks in a row. I
2
loved that
weeks
one.
in a
Yeah,
row.
that was a
You
good one.
absolutely the algorithm.
Three-week,
I
3-team
mean,
parlay. 2
you
weeks
just
in a row.
might. If he's not around, I'm telling you, he's been kidnapped.
Yeah.
I mean, they're taking him for
keep
the
an eye on it.
algorithm.
How things looking in the NFL now with all these shakeups?
You know what? Let's spend a few minutes. Let's tackle the divisions.
All right, let's do
Let's
that.
just make an assessment of it because the past couple weeks with all these upsets,
Yeah,
it's
who?
really kind of thrown a bunch of divisions, kind of making them.
Does Tampa Bay want to win their division?
All right, so
Does
the AFC
Arizona want to win their division?
Let's.
Does
let's-
Baltimore want to win their division?
Baltimore. I mean, it looked like they were going to run away with the division,
Yeah.
right? You know what? No. Look at the Steelers. The Steelers are
They're
just
right
a
there.
step right behind Baltimore. Are you kidding me? I mean, I had them dead and buried.
Yeah, I mean they should have won that game, and which would put them. But that just again,
The Bills 6.
look at the Chiefs. We were questioning are the
The
Chiefs going
Chiefs.
to
I
make the
thought they were.
playoffs?
Had them.
Listen.
We had them in the ground, right?
Yeah.
We had them in the ground. Look at that.
There's
now
7
they're on
games
top
to
of the
go.
division. The Titans. Okay, how long can the Titans go without Derrick
Can
Henry?
they maintain this level without Derrick Henry? The Titans.
That's the question.
I'll remind you and the viewers, if anybody doesn't remember, the Tennessee Titans were my Super Bowl pick preseason. Just for the record, Tennessee is now the leading dog in the AFC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So just kind of throw that.
So, is the New England Patriots, or are they, the most scary team in the NFL right now?
Yeah, them in Jacksonville.
Them,
Yeah, New England, right? They are. Jones is looking fantastic.
They
and
are-
the team is. They're playing great
they're getting
defensively.
better every week.
Yeah, that's
They're
and
getting
that's
better.
been New England's
That
MO
is-
for even going back to the Brady
Even
years.
with Brady, that's right. They would start out slow at times, and they just got better and better and better every week.
And then they would always say by the end they figured it out. Right? That's what
Absolutely,
everybody
and you see them.
said. Is this
kind
the? I remember the conversations. Is this the end of the Patriots? And then they would just come.
I
storming right
know,
back.
I know, and you know what? I was one of them. I
Yeah.
had Superman just,
Yeah.
his armor was chinked. Yeah,
Yeah.
his,
And he
his
never did.
uniform was torn.
So say, well, that could come up again. Is that the same
could.
deal now with Superman?
It-
Is that armor chinked, or do they?
The thing is, in that division, the Saints. I'm not a believer in the Saints. Sorry,
Did
Saint
we,
fans.
Did we
I know.
swap seats?
I
from
know.
last year?
I know that. It used to be
Yeah.
the Saints, right? The Cowboys.
That was a kind of a statement win after that loss to Denver to come out
Absolutely,
and really put it on
they came
Atlanta like
back
they
and
did.
they just beat up Atlanta. Is what they did.
They own this division. So as far as divisions goes, there's no one catching
No,
Dallas.
they're not
Nope.
going to catch them. I mean, they can put it on cruise control.
And as a matter of fact, no one's catching the Packers. I mean, 4-game lead, 3.5 game lead. Vikings aren't going to overcome that. Vikings. I'm not saying the Vikings are done, but they're not going to catch Green Bay to win that division.
So what about the Cardinals? They're still up in the division. Murray, we don't know about.
Weeks, so yeah,
he's still hurt,
Yeah.
but he's trending in the right direction. Apparently, I don't know what that means. You know, I mean, if he's going to start, tough game this week.
we don't know if
against
he's
the Seahawks.
we don't know if he's playing for sure.
You know, I mean,
I would think that he is.
there aren't many divisions where there's one team just running away with it.
And I'm going to tell you, I got to mention
Cowboys.
right here.
What's that?
Stafford.
Are you familiar with Stafford?
Watch Stafford play quarterback for 11 years, okay? You are who we thought you were, okay? Listen, you were electric at times, and for some reason, in the crunch times and the big games, we saw it come out.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just games where you're just befuddled by how he played because that's not Stafford. I love Matt Stafford as a person, even as a quarterback.
Yeah.
But that eliteness, that the Rams are a lock for the Super Bowl with Von Miller and now OBJ. I mean, they took a step back with OBJ, I think. But that Matt Stafford is not. I don't know. We'll see, right?
All right. Okay. So if he goes like double digits for the third week in a row.
I fixed the algorithm.
We had the hat last week, the King's crown last week. We've got the robe, and then next week we will get him like a scepter, like a staff scepter, something like that.
We just keep building the model because
I think you're up to it.
We're rocking this thing.
Okay, let's do brown bags.
Brown bags.
All right. Okay, who's your brown bag for last week?
I gotta go.
I'm going to let you go first here.
Yeah, because listen, brown bag is about: are you just okay? Is that okay? Are you here to start to? You lost a game you shouldn't have lost, really, and that's got to go to Baltimore because listen, they came out Thursday night and Miami gave you the blueprint on how to beat Baltimore.
Yes.
They came at them with a ferocious pass rush, and they really showed you the road.
They
to how to slow down Baltimore.
Lamar Jackson. Just absolutely stymied him.
And they couldn't run, he couldn't get outside, they had intense pressure.
And he was so frustrated. Did you see how frustrated he was? I mean, it looked like once he gets out of that rhythm, you got him. You know, I mean, you got it. You're right. The Dolphins gave a blueprint to the rest of NFL.
And it kind of, it really just, how do you get pressure on a quarterback? Because the same thing in Brady on Tom Brady. Yeah. You get pressure on Tom Brady, and that's how you.
Yes, that's how you do it.
Now he has a way to beat the blitz and get the ball out quick. But
he's smart.
But he's always
the ball so fast.
That's Tom Brady. That's the same way. You got to get pressure on those guys.
All right.
And Miami did that relentlessly.
I'm going to pick the Buccaneers, man.
Yeah.
I mean, they come off a bye. They go to Washington and they just drop an egg. They just absolutely. Now the funny thing was, I was in Washington, D.C. this past weekend. And so I'm listening during the game, and I'm listening on the radio to the Washington network. And these folks are like besides themselves.
As happy as could be. They're on their way. They're going to come back and win the division, right?
Now, I don't think that that's a trend. I think they're going to come back. But those are the type of games the best teams win. You just don't lose those type of games. So I got to go with the Tampa Bay.
They struggle on the road.
They do.
Tampa Bay struggles on the road.
So I'm going Tampa Bay.
Yep.
All right.
So we'll see. I don't know who, really.
Look at those brown bags. I mean, it's kind of
who's a lock to.
No, that just shows you right there. That shows you if we've got these two teams in the brown bag, that tells you something right there. That this is tough.
All right. Are we
you ready?
Ready to see?
Are you ready?
I'm gonna be honest.
Are you guys ready?
I went to the algorithm, and it spit out good luck. Apparently, this is a tough week, but I'm confident. We're going to go to the hand.
We got the Broncos, and we got the Rams. They got the byes. Don't start any of your fantasy leagues with any of those players. I don't know if you have any.
Well, I guess you might have Stafford.
Might have Stafford, yeah. Okay.
All right. Cup.
I'm looking forward to this one. You get to see Matt Jones.
Right?
I want to see Matt Jones
Me
play.
Too. It's a great game.
Take on the Falcons.
It's a great game.
Boy, did they hurt the Browns last week. They
seem locked in. They've been putting some beatings on people.
They got beat up by the Cowboys, right? Yep. 7 points. I'm gonna go the high hand.
I'm gonna go with the winning team.
I'm going the high hand.
And we're gonna go with the Falcons. Because I just tell you right now.
This has started this way.
Look.
This is
do not be surprised if the Falcons I'm gonna come right out and say it. This is not about covering the spread. Atlanta to win this football game.
Oh my goodness!
Right out of the gate.
Oh, Broncos. He's thinking Falcons too. This started this way last week. Actually, the week before, it started the exact same way, too.
I'm feeling good. I am locked in.
Okay.
This one's easy.
All right. I'm afraid what easy is. Okay, the Packers take on the Vikings. Packers by 2. What kind of team the Vikings have?
No, I can't figure them out.
Vikings have?
They are my
Vikings
nemesis.
fans, what is this?
Right?
I mean, you can't protect
what do
these
we
guys.
do? I mean, I know what to do.
All right, go. You go first.
The Vikings are winning this game. The Vikings are locked in.
Don't do
Listen,
it.
they're not going to run down Green Bay
No.
for the division title, but they're going to get this win at home. This is a big statement win. Minnesota's now a player. Minnesota's a player after winning this game.
I agree. I don't see that.
Minnesota's a player after winning this game.
My gosh, you. Okay, that's. I mean, it is
20.
Okay.
Why can't I add 11 and 12? Those are two big numbers. 23
You can pick
and
all the
5.
right winners, but you can't add the man. Okay. Baltimore takes on the Bears.
Justin
Ravens
Fields
by 4.5.
is so terrible. Justin Fields is the worst quarterback I've ever seen.
Which means you're going to pick them.
Huh?
Which means you're going
Pick
to
the Bears? Baltimore's going to cover this game. Look, Baltimore's going to bounce back and get this win.
All right.
This is Lock City.
I'm going to go with you on that. I'm going to go with Baltimore as well.
Yeah, Baltimore's going to come back and win this game.
And, of course, somebody's
cover.
going to be different.
The Bears are terrible.
Broncos go with the
No,
Bears.
The Bears are terrible.
You know what? I do believe that, teams... Baltimore's a good team. They're going to come back. They're mad after being, really humiliated against the Dolphins. They're going to come back.
This
They're
could be
going to
like
do whatever they can.
3 touchdown win.
It could be. That's exactly right. I agree. This is a nice-looking game. The Colts
No slouch.
take on the Bills. Bills by 7, though.
They covered
That
that
is
double digits.
huge.
They covered that double digits last
That
week.
is huge.
Bills Mafia.
Yes.
They were not happy that you.
No, I know that. I know. Bills Mafia was mad at me
I mean,
when I took the
tell you
Jets. What was I thinking? The Jets. I mean, okay.
Do you want
go?
me-
You
do
go
want me
first.
to- okay.
You go first.
Okay,
I'm
that's
going
it.
to steal
The
off of you.
Colts are going to hang in this football game. This is going to be the Colts are going to be within a score in the fourth quarter with a chance to tie or win this game.
You know what? I'm going to go with you on that because the Colts have a great run game with Taylor, and that just takes the time out of Josh Allen's hands, right? Yeah, I'm going to go with you on that. Except all our Broncos, he likes the Bills. I don't blame him. It's in Buffalo.
Yeah. Yep.
in
The Colts
Buffalo.
are an indoor team, play
Yep,
outdoors. in the
exactly.
cold. So that's
Right.
always been a thing.
The Texans take on the Titans.
My Titans. I picked the Titans to go to the Super Bowl just to recall.
You did.
recap
Okay,
that.
so the Texans might be the worst team of football,
They
right
are
up there
really
with
bad.
the Lions, right? 10. I'm going to go, you know what? I'm going to go to Titans. I'm going to go to Titans. I just don't see, oh my gosh.
I'm pretty sure the Texans covered
What the
this
heck
football
is
game.
this?
Listen, this is going to be another. It could be a backdoor cover. It could be a late score. Tennessee's going to be in control of the game. They're not going to run it up. This is what I want you to remember. Tennessee lost to the Jets. This is a mindset of that football team. They rise up. They've had like 4 battles in a row of just underdog, beaten teams, and they come into this game as a big favorite. I don't look for them to put a 2-score win up on the Texans.
Here's the problem here. He's got logic going
So-
here. That's what they really kind of
I
get.
mean, as bad as they are, they are terrible, but I just don't see them rising up and putting a beat down on
Oh my
somebody.
gosh, now I'm really afraid here. Okay, Washington football team takes on Cam Newton.
The Cam
The
Newton
Cam
Panthers.
show is back.
Man, the
3.5
Panthers are
Panthers.
back. Oh yeah, with Cam Newton in the league.
You know what?
No, I'm going with Washington.
I'm going with the Panthers.
Here's the reason that I like Washington. The Panthers did put a beat down on Washington. Had the big upset win over Tampa Bay. That was a
Yep.
big upset win, but they are a better football team than Carolina, and Cam Newton is not the answer for Carolina.
I think
And
a
Washington's gonna win the
one game situations.
This isn't going to matter. Washington wins this football game. Washington
That's going to be
wins the
interesting.
football game.
They're coming off a big win. They're coming off a huge win. Okay. 49ers take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. So they're flying across the country.
This one was tough for me. That you always think
They
that
had
that
a
could
nice
come into play.
Monday night win. Now, Monday night win, then they fly across the country for this game.
Yeah.
Just take a little bit of energy out of them.
Well, I'm not so concerned about that as I am the fact that Jacksonville comes out every week and plays hungry.
Yep.
And that San
That's
Francisco
exactly
is
why I
not
go
as
Jacksonville.
good as they think they are.
Yep.
I am going to take Jacksonville. Not as strong a feeling on this one, but Something about that one makes me feel like they're going to be in this game.
I'm not saying that Jacksonville necessarily wins the game, but they do get within that 6 points.
Yeah, I like the pick. All out, taking the Niners. So.
The Dolphins take on the Jets. Dolphins by 3.
Oh man, this is just one of those garbage games, right?
Joe Flacco. Once I heard Joe Flacco, that said.
Once you knew that you
I'm going
really
with the Dolphins.
I heard
right
Joe
there.
Flacco, and
Joe
I said
Flacco.
it's not going to really matter. The Jets, the Dolphins are not. Listen. The intensity level that they brought.
It's with me.
The intensity that they brought to that Baltimore game. It's just not going to rise up and be there against the Jets. This is another thing. This is just going to be a garbage game. The Dolphins are not going to come out and beat them. The Jets probably get a win here. The Jets get a win.
The only difference is that it is in New York. I mean, so the Miami's flying up to New York, right? I mean, that does make a difference.
It's been pretty crazy. All right, let's get to the real stuff here.
Okay. Oh shit! I forgot that one. I forgot that. It was like 10 is what it was.
It was 11.
Is what I saw. Was it 10 or 11?
It was 11.
All right. Why don't you put that up there? Because
it
was
10. We'll go 10.
Because it was a question about Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
What's going on with him? So we've got just put 10. Okay. So it is the Browns by 10 because it wasn't on the board earlier today. Mm-hmm. It was off the board, or at least the spread, and then I saw it was 10.
So we're picking this game with an asterisk, because we're not sure what the spread is.
It's 10. We'll go at 10. It is now. It's officially 10. Who's starting for golf? I heard is hurt. Does it matter if golf is hurt? I mean,
I don't think there's any way they
Mayfield is hurt. He said he is the most beat up that he has ever been.
You know, last week we started, I had the Pittsburgh helmet on the board before the show even got started.
Yeah, you did.
I jinxed them because then they didn't.
Yeah, you did. You jinxed me.
Totally
I mean, the whole thing. I
would have been 13-1.
I should know better than that.
I know better than to take the Lions. That's why they're probably going to somehow find a way to hang around this football game, just to be annoying. Just to be annoying. And Baker Mayfield's a joke, but that's beside the point.
All right, I got to go Browns. Just because I believe in their defense against the Lions.
Yes, and just so there's going to be a lot of new people to the show, I've got a feeling. I am not a Browns fan. There's a long story to this getup that I have here. You just have to go back and watch all our shows. It's like jumping in the middle of Breaking Bad or something. There's a history here.
All right, I am the odd man out in this because the
Lions are so bad. I swore I would.
I don't know what I'm thinking in that. I'm a believer on their defense scoring at least one touchdown. All right, I like this game.
I'm pretty sure I'm getting 11 in this game, but if they lose by 10,
it's 10. It's on the board right now. It's
right.
10. We made the decision right there. Saints take on the Eagles. I like this game.
I do too.
Trevor Siemian.
Yeah.
They had a nice win last week.
They did.
Really nice win. Mm-hmm. Going to Philadelphia.
This is
an indoor team taking on the Eagles. I'm all Eagles on this one, man. I am all Eagles.
It makes sense.
That means you know where this is going. This has been happening for a couple weeks now. This whole scenario.
Just to be clear, too, we got a lot of new. We don't know each other's picks when we step into the arena.
We don't.
You got your warm room. I've got mine. I've been working on the algorithm, and yeah.
And most of the time, I don't know my picks until I get up here either. All right. All out. Okay. This one.
Isn't this a great game?
It's a pick'em, right?
Yeah, basically.
It's a pick'em. They were demolished.
Yeah.
Demoralized at home against the Chiefs last week.
Yeah.
I mean.
But I don't know what's going on with the Bengals. They lose to the Browns. They lose to the Jets.
Yep.
And they recover. I mean, they're due for a win.
They go to Baltimore
bad.
And beat up Baltimore.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I think you got to go Raiders.
You think so?
That's what I'm doing.
Every time I pick the Raiders, they lose.
Every time I pick a team, they cover the spread to the tune of 23.
All right, I'll go with the Raiders. What a lemming I am. An absolute lemming.
I mean, were you tossed up when you left the war room after doing your research and watching film? When you left today, was it a toss-up on that game? I mean, I know we give ourselves free rein to make last-second decisions.
All right, no, I'm
just curious what your thought process was leading up to game time here when we're in front of the lights, the bright lights.
As a Raiders fan, I'm being a Raider fan now.
Yeah, all right.
They've started out a number of years now. Very nice, and then they start sinking.
Well, they're not as bad as they played against the Chiefs.
No, they're not. Okay.
This game.
And they're not playing the Chiefs,
this
right?
Game. Dallas is like, we want to win the Super Bowl. Dallas is thinking, it's 1995, Dallas, Buffalo. Here we go. They're thinking that they are something special.
Go for it. I'm giving you the...
Kansas City is on a little run.
You think so?
They're at home. This is a big game. They will be up for Big Game Sunday. That's a huge game this weekend. And I love the Chiefs in that game. I do.
You know what? I'm going to go with my gut. My gut says the Cowboys.
All right.
My gut says Cowboys. Even though it's outdoors, it's in Kansas City. All out says the Cowboys too. I love your logic.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I love your
Kansas is
logic.
good.
Okay. This could be an interesting one. Kyler Murray says he's close.
Mm-hmm.
We got Russell Wilson back, and they looked horrible last week against the Packers. Now they're going up to Seattle.
Mhm.
That's always tough.
Yeah, these teams know each other.
Yeah, they know each other very well.
Mhm.
I'm going to say that the Seahawks right the ship after last week.
I like it.
Yep. And then, you know what? All of us doing the same thing.
And I'm going to say this regardless who's starting quarterback. Kyler Murray, bring it. You can start. I'm still going Seattle win this football game.
Okay. Here's an interesting one. Okay, they should have Ben back. These guys just dropped
Arizona is
an egg.
8-2, and we just dismissed them.
I know, we did.
Like
we
they
did.
were,
It's like, let's get on to the good games here.
Right,
They're going to snap back.
I am
They are
so
going to
mad
snap
at Pittsburgh. I am just really upset with Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh is not that good.
Yep.
These guys are good, except their learning curve. Their young team has a learning curve,
Yep.
and they are going to snap back at home.
And probably win by a field goal.
And
Because
then-
they're not covering 5.5. I think actually
geez.
Pittsburgh wins this game.
And all else is the same thing.
I
with
like
the Chargers.
teams that are going to win right here. I like Pittsburgh to win. I like Washington to win. And I like Atlanta to win. To win
Okay.
the game straight up.
So this takes us to the last game.
Yep.
Giants take on the Bucks. Bucks by 11.
Oh, they just look like a mess. That's a lot to cover, isn't it?
That's a lot to cover.
It sure is. They're probably going to do it, though.
And you know
Monday
what?
night,
And you know what?
all out Broncos. Did you take the Broncos?
I'm going to take the Bucks off the brown bag and say that they are
Covering
going to
11.
cover 11. They're going to come back and cover 11. I'm just telling you, this is what it's going to be. I love it because there have been so many times in the Kool-Aid pick this year, you've done the exact same thing, and I've come through on it. So this is a good omen that for me on the Kool-Aid pick. I'm drinking.
I said, I hope you didn't pick a favorite for the Kool-Aid pick, and you picked the biggest chalk on the board.
I know that.
The biggest
I know
one on the
that.
board. You gotta look and have some faith in your pick. You're scared.
I am scared.
I hope they
I
cover
admit it.
because we got to get the Kool-Aid
I
pick
know,
right
we
again.
gotta
It's
get
hit
it back.
60%. Let's go.
Okay.
Come on.
Unfortunately, no Survivor pick.
No, Survivor is over for the season. Well done, my friend. You ran up through 10 weeks of NFL football of picking a winner every single week.
We got 2 minutes
Applause.
left here. 3-team parlay.
3-team parlay.
As
Let's
I
go.
drink my
You know what?
Buccaneers Kool-Aid.
I like Washington plus the 3.5.
Okay.
I like Seattle plus the 2.5. And my third team on my 3-team parlay, everybody play
Gosh.
it, is Pittsburgh. That is a 3-team winning parlay 2 weeks in a row. It's going to hit 3.
Dude.
I've got,
Okay.
I feel a strong double-digit scenario here. How many games we got? 15?
Yes. Who am I?
I got
to?
10. There's 10 in there.
This guy has been 11-3, 12-2 the past 2 weeks. How do we say no? How do we? What
The
more
shows
can
are
you
up
do?
there, guys, if you don't believe me. Listen, stop what you're doing. Tell a friend. Watch the show. See our picks.
Dude.
Too much pressure.
Awesome as usual.
Yep.
So hey, subscribe, share, tell everybody about the records, right?
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, you can't beat that.
We'll get this on YouTube. We'll get it on Facebook. We'll get it on Twitter. We've got our little TikToks. We're getting
We're on
more views
TikTok.
on TikTok
Let's
as
go.
well. We want your picks. Let us know who you like in Week 11 too, right? 3-team parlays as well.
Put out your 3-team parlays. I play those. I need them because we've had a lot of losers. We got to get some winners in there.
Absolutely.
All right?
Absolutely.
Guys, have fun. Most of all, pick some winners and have fun.
Have a great Week 11. We'll see you.
Let's go.
Bye.